All right. Ladies and gents, welcome yourself to another video. I once again am your host, the one and only Don JDS. So I wanted to make a little kind of, I guess, remembrance video real quick of, well, what's in the background right now is the Craxus The Journey album movie. Yesterday was interesting because I was just kind of doing my thing. I promoted a video, I put a little video out, but then I went back to my archive for some reason and I totally spaced that yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of Craxus The Journey. And I kind of want to just look back, go through some notes, go through some old files, kind of just listen and hear just kind of how the journey started, where we are now, what's in the future, and kind of just reminisce a little bit. If you guys don't mind, taking me down memory lane for a little bit. But I watched kind of part of the whole movie last night. I listened to some of the listening party that we did, and I read over the journal that, the lyric book that I made too. And I was just like really taken back in time to just an era where I felt like creatively I was at my best, for the time. And kind of not necessarily a loss, but kind of a loss of like, have I lost who I am creatively? Now that's a little strong, but what I mean by that is now I'm kind of very wrapped up in the TikTok world, making a viral clip or making music that's catchy, or it's got a good hook, it's got a good beat, something that I've created. And Cracks the Journey really kind of just reminded me I wasn't aiming for any of that stuff. I wasn't trying to make a viral clip. I wasn't trying to make the next best catchy song. I was just out here making music that was enjoyable, that was catchy, that was fun to me, expressing who I am. So not necessarily a place of like I've lost that, but of like, do I need to go back to that? So I just want to go over kind of just some notes and stuff from the whole file that I have here, Craxus The Journey. So it'll be up on the screen, but on here I have, Craxus the album, overall vision. We had, we just moved here, and we were going through some tough things, and some goals to accomplish for this album: equipment upgrade, did it. FL Studio, sound effects, mic, SM7B, mini keyboard, Amazon PC, lights, desk, keyboard, all that good stuff. And yeah, I can confidently say that we did it. I'm gonna turn this down just a smidge bit here. And I think I can confidently say that we did all that. And coming through, and then we had themes was home, loneliness, nature, finding self, finding who I am, peace, chaos, worry, resolve. These are the main notes that I kind of went off. Title Craxus, definition of Craxus: the uneasy knowing how quickly your life can change, no matter how carefully you shape your life into what you want it to be. The whole thing can be overturned in an instant. Relationships broken, families separated, and love lost due to something out of your control. Funny enough, I got that title from a one of those TikTokers that like posts like really cool, like emotional words and things that describe in the English language, like from this. Well, the TikToker got it from a book. I have that book, and he made a little video of it. And as soon as that video came across, I knew instantaneously that was the album title. It was instantaneously I knew. And then just the concept, of course, part 1, you got anger and bitterness about moving and hating everything and everyone and not making new friends, stuck in the same routine. Part 2, losing the mental battle, sad, loss, regret, wishing I had more time, asking where God is, hopelessness, nowhere to go. Part 3, the resolved, accepting the solution, learning to forgive, being happy where I am, being okay with myself, peace, finding love in a new place, and state of mind that I'm in. Types of genres for the album: hype, hard rap, staying with that catchy pop songs, big cinematic grad songs, Quedeca, quiet and still, small songs, and then a bunch of other stuff here you guys can look into, kind of goals of just kind of what I wanted to do: better lyrics, making beats for the songs, greater production, Quedeca, hard inspiration, not dissing exes in the lyrics, and I definitely did that. Careful on lyrics about fake friends, one final song about the past love, transitions to songs, vocals will be clean and smooth. And then kind of moving on here, 15 songs, 2 features, the singles when those were released, the whole runtime, the anger section, regret section, resolve section, the whole friggin' track list right here. The visuals, abstract art, which that shout out to the book that had Crack Syndicate had a bunch of that. What I was going for, album movie, of course, did that. 2 or 3 music videos, listening party. Everybody who came to the listening party, things I would change about the book, the timeline for the, and yeah, there's just a whole bunch of other things just in that notes that were just super great. But I kind of just want to reminisce on, like, okay, did I accomplish what I wanted to do in this album? And do I reminisce on it? Do I look back on it? Does it still hold the same ground to it today? And I can confidently say yes. I feel like this album is still in some areas some of my best work in terms of tapping into an emotion, because that's honestly what Craxus is. It's tapping into the 3 main there's many emotions in each one, but the main emotions of anger, regret, and resolution, and tapping into those and kind of just realizing who I am now. And I can confidently say that this was a big help to going and working through Craxus, going through the emotions of moving. And if it wasn't for, honestly, this album, the process of making it, the listening party, the promotion, it was a time where, like, yeah, a lot of things were going on, but it was creatively a moment. It was like, I feel like, I know I compare it a lot because this has a lot of parallels to Kudeka's From Me to You, but just the production, the influence, the not caring about, is this song catchy enough? Just making a fun songs in Adobe Audition just to hear, and listening to some of those interludes, hearing the people that are on them, the emotions, the grand beats, I could pick apart every single one of these songs from the you go through a mini journey and journey the intro, and then Falling is this huge cinematic, intense, lyrical filled experience with a custom drums that I did at the end. There I was with the luxurious techno distorted beat, with some of the most hard hidden lyrics, from Ripped Away to the emotion piano ballad behind that, to the absolute ending of that song, from the gunshot to the happy birthday of my 15th, 16th birthday, hearing all those voices in that, and the interludes with all my friends, and the Craxus, More Time, Where Did You Go, the music videos for some of those, insane, and the Resolve section with Sean and Nate, and making the Destination outro, and just this album, just, it holds a lot of weight still with me, and I think even now it stands the test of time. Yeah, I've gotten some feedback. Nathan Harms did a review. Sean's given me his opinion a couple times on it. But as overall, I've progressed from it. I've learned so much from it, and just kind of just reminiscing back to it. Looking at these videos of Colorado, and the shots that we took, the memories that me and Sean made, the music video for Craxus that we made there too. Like, it's all wrapped up. And I know I've said this already, but it was just a time where, like, I wasn't focused on making a viral clip. Yeah, now I'm a little more focused on that, trying to make that, see what happens with that. And it's been a grind for sure, and it's paid off in some areas. But just a place of, like, okay, I have this emotion, I have these feelings inside me that I can't control, that I need to let out. So I made these cinematic, grand songs to express how I feel. Made an album, movie, music videos, like all this stuff. And now I just kind of sit back and just like, wow, it's been a year already. This album still holds a ton of weight with me. And, replay value, it's not about the replay value, because honestly, there's probably 1-2 songs that people are actually listening to from this album on a regular basis. But that's just how time goes. But as far as what this album has done for me, and made me look forward to the future, because the story of Craxus, the journey, it's a circle with this, because that's what it felt like for me. There would be moments where I feel like I'm in that anger section, and then the regret section, and the resolve section, but then sometimes I find myself slipping back to that regret, that anger section, and that's why the beginning of the ending of the album is also the beginning, and it ties perfectly back into one another. And it just really makes me reminisce and just think, wow, we did a lot. We've done a lot, and we've grown since then. We've dropped, several songs after this. After that was Christmas Banger, which was awesome. And then we've dropped some consistent singles here in 2024. But as 2023 JDS, kind of just seeing, where he's come from after this, and seeing where we're at now is pretty bizarre, and it's so cool to kind of just see the progression and how I've come to be where I'm at. And yeah, it's reminiscent, and it's beautiful, because Christmas Banger, A Little Happier Now, Over, Found You, some of my best work, I will say, up to date. But just going back and listening to Craxus, listening to that ending of Beautiful Dreamer, or This Way with the lo-fi hook on that, or the Destination intro, and how the guitar plays a melody around your head like it's dancing. We had an interview, we had some promotion art, we had the Where Did You Go music video. Oh my gosh, was that a banger. And just also too, I went back on my Instagram, seeing all the stuff that was there too, and just reminiscing on all the stuff, the promos, and the people that appreciated and stuff. And it's great. And I just kind of want to make this video as just a look where we're at now. What's the future holding too? The future's insane. A lot of things are going to be happening where I feel like another album is underway. Because this is another thing too, is there was a point in time where after Craxus, I really started to get into and really take seriously beat making and making, instrumentals by myself. Till I got to a point where I had a really, really, really solid idea of what I wanted to do for my next concept album. I was fascinated with I still am fascinated with the idea of dreams and lucid dreaming, and tapping into that untapped world that nobody really gives a crap about, and really exploring that with kind of like a mixtape slash if I felt each new dream was a different song and had different themes and different country to a disco to a rap to different elements, and explaining many stories like that. So that was my next concept album, but now that kind of just washed away, because I wasn't really feel the passion behind it now. But now I'm coming to a point where there's a lot of things going on in my life. We're about to leave North Carolina for good, so that's a whole crazy thing. To go start a new chapter of my life in Colorado, and that might in itself be warranted for a new album. So we'll see how the next, if there will be a next concept album. I've been thinking I'm experimenting. Probably Burn the Box 2 will come out before anything, but most important, maybe a mixtape. But as far as album wise goes, it's gonna be a minute before we see a conceptual JDS album, because I want to do it well. And I know I got rid of Unforeseen Future on platforms and stuff because it wasn't that good. But Craxus has stood the test of time. I still listen to it pretty consistently. I don't think there's a week that doesn't go by where at least I listen to one song and kind of just, oh dang, that is a pretty good song. I don't think I was that terrible back in whenever I made it. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to make this video just reminiscing and thanking my past self too as well, of thanks for doing this album. You put your heart into it. You put so many elements, so many things into it. You made a freaking album movie. Some of these concepts I never would have really truly appreciated until after the album was kind of completed. And I mean, just seeing some of these stills, listening to some of these songs, it takes me back to a simpler time too, where life seemed chaotic yet simple. And looking now, it's crazy. I can't wait to make more of these stuff. I can't wait to make more music. Can't wait to be in, my new home, having a whole music room, creating stuff that's even crazier. But this is a testament, and I kind of want to make this video also to my future self to keep on going hard. Keep working hard. It's going to be worth it. I mean, just look at the results. Even though this is an album you made, quote unquote, for fun, to deal with emotions, tap back into that. Don't make a hit for the fact of it. Like, get in there, make songs, make music, be creative, even with your crazy schedule probably. Yeah, I just wanted to make this video. It's been a year already since Craxus. It's crazy. And yeah, I can't wait till whatever the future may hold for JDS, future members of JDS, future collaborators of JDS, future songs. I'm gonna do it, man. Do it. All right, peace.